Do you want to know what is the one thing that hurt Jennifer Lopez the most in her divorce? Stay tuned, and I'm going to tell you right now. Hi, I'm Rebecca Zung, and I have been recognized as a top 1% attorney. I am a narcissist negotiation expert. I've written a couple of best-selling books, Negotiate Like You Matter and Breaking Free, a step-by-step divorce guide. And if you are so ready to get rid of those narcissists in your business life or your personal life, then make sure you subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell. And that way you'll get notified when I upload brand new content. Okay, let's talk about J-Lo. Poor J-Lo. I mean, she's had so much success in her professional life. I mean, unbelievable. She's blessed with beauty, brains, apparently, lots and lots of talent, apparently. All these wonderful things are happening to her, but she just can't seem to get happiness in her personal life, can she? I mean, the poor girl, she's been married at least 3 times. She's had lots and lots of relationships with high profile people, including Ben Affleck and A-Rod, and nothing ever seems to really work out for her now, does it? And she's got these 2 beautiful twins, of course, but her marriage to Mark Anthony ended in 2011. She had the twins in 2008, which means that they were only 3 years old when she ended up getting a divorce from Mark Anthony. So her children probably don't even remember the parents being married, or if they do, there's very scant memories of it. So, and while she seems to be on pretty good terms with Mark Anthony today, I know that it was not always the greatest. It wasn't always like that. And I'm going to tell you more about that coming up here, just based on some of the quotes from her own interviews. So, divorce is never easy, especially when you have children. And it's even worse when you're trying to do it in the public, in the limelight. And Jennifer Lopez grew up in a family, apparently, where divorce wasn't necessarily a thing, where she really, really wanted to keep it together for her children, because that's how she was raised, apparently. She actually said, and I quote, "When I married Mark, having already been through the disappointment of 2 divorces and a broken engagement, I wanted so much for our marriage to be it." But there seemed to be a number of reasons why it didn't work. For one thing, during the marriage, Jennifer's career was going up on the rise, and Mark Anthony's career was either stagnating or maybe even not. So maybe that's a nice way of putting it, and stagnating. Maybe it wasn't even stagnating. Maybe it was actually going downhill, but her star was clearly on the rise. I mean, during the marriage, she had many hit singles. His hit singles were pretty scarce. She was starring on American Idol. She was on the cover of tons of magazines. She was in movies. And apparently he was kind of jealous of her success. He wasn't really necessarily supportive of her, and maybe even resented her success. She has stated in an interview, "In the midst of all of this excitement and outpouring of appreciation and love, the bubble was burst with 3 simple words: I'm not happy. Mark was in the middle of venting to me about things between us that had been bothering him, and I was just sitting there trying to figure out where he was going with it." There were also reports that he wasn't necessarily faithful to her. And I consider abuse, addiction, and adultery, the 3 A's, to be the 3 deadly sins of marriage, because those are the 3 things that really attack the integrity of the foundation of a relationship. And if you want to know more about that, definitely check out my video on that topic, on the 3 deadly sins of marriage, for sure. So all of this eventually eroded at her self-esteem. And she actually stated in an interview that in her late 30s, which would have been about the time that she was going through this divorce, she really was struggling with her self-esteem at the time, and she was going through therapy, and the topic of self-love came up. And she said there was a lot of talk about loving yourself, and I was like, I love myself, but obviously doing all of these things in my personal relationships that didn't seem like I was loving myself, I didn't understand the concept of it. It took time. It's a journey, and it's still a journey for me. And if you just agree with her, like it's just a journey. We're all trying to make it, right? We can all do this. We're all going to do this together. We're all in this together. So give me a we're all in this together. Just quote me down below. Give me that in the chat below. Okay, so I always say that leaving somebody is a soul decision. It certainly seems like that was the case for Jennifer. Given her determination to try to make the marriage work, she really, really wanted it to work. So, what was the most hurtful thing, the thing that hurt her the most in her divorce from Mark Anthony? I would definitely say it was the fact that she had to divorce at all, that she had to admit that her marriage had failed, because that was the one thing she really didn't want to happen. She wanted her kids to grow up with two parents. And, I think that she thought that she and Mark Anthony had a similar background, and that he was definitely going to be the one, that he was definitely going to be it. But you know what? She started dating him on the heels of the whole breakup with Ben Affleck. And I think that there was a lot going on. And when you're entering into a relationship, I think it can be extremely difficult when you're still trying to get over a past relationship. So if that's you, then definitely give yourself some space and some time so that you can clear that negative energy before you bring in somebody new into the relationship. And when you're negotiating new relationships, when you're negotiating with narcissists, it can be very traumatic, and you need to give yourself time to heal. And if you want to know more about healing, definitely check out my video on self-care to cope with narcissists, because that will help you as well. So I think that the thing that hurt her the most was definitely the fact that she had to divorce it all. And sometimes that happens with all of us. You come to an end of a relationship that you really were hoping was going to work. It's like a death. I mean, it's a death of a dream, a death of what you thought was going to happen. And learning how to replace that with new thoughts and a new life and new people in it, that's how you end up creating something better. And I always just say, when bad things happen to you, you have to learn from them. Otherwise, they're just bad things that happen to you, right? They're just crap that came your way, and that's just completely unacceptable. You want it to actually mean something. You want it to have a purpose. So look at those things and have them have a purpose for you, whether it's the end of a business relationship, a friendship, or a romantic relationship. You can always learn something. With every goodbye, you definitely learn. So if you are getting ready to negotiate with anyone, including narcissists or toxic personalities, make sure to grab my free Crush My Negotiation prep worksheet at winmynegotiation.com. And if you like this video, give it a like, give it a share, drop the comment and say, hey, we're all in this together. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, now's a great time to do that. Subscribe, hit the notification bell. And if you want to join my free private Facebook group, we'd love to see you in there too. That's Narcissist Negotiators with Rebecca Zung. So thanks so much for watching this video, for dropping by. If you're new here, we're glad to have you here. I'm so honored to be able to provide these free resources to you. And so stick around, be part of our community. We're glad you're here. I'm Rebecca Zung, and I'll see you in the next video.